It is so great to be here with all of you and my colleagues, the beautiful Rangel family, and President Clinton, Governor Hochul, Leader Jeffries, Senator Gillibrand, Speaker Pelosi, and all of you. Now, whenever you lose a loved one, someone as dear as Charlie is to all of us, someone who's been part of our lives for so long, you never know what quality of theirs will stand out as you look back. I am speaking of that special quality in someone that spontaneously just comes to you over and over again as you look back and miss them. For me, with Charlie, it was his voice. You remember that voice? I think of Charlie and I hear it echoing around in my head and in my heart. The voice comes to me. No one, I mean no one, sounded like Charlie sounded. The voice had an instrumental quality to it. It was alternatively raspy and resonant. It whispered. It wailed. He went high, he went low. The voice, like Charlie, had so much range. And Charlie played that voice like another Charlie. Charlie Parker played the sax. He was a master, sometimes playing a sweet melody, sometimes playing a unique, witty, and genius improvisation. That voice was a gift from God. But as we all know from the parable of the talents Jesus taught us, about the three men who were given different amounts of money by their master and told to use it as they felt best, it's not about the amount of value of the gifts you're given. Rather, it is about what you do with the gifts you have been given. And from the streets of Harlem, to the halls of Congress, to the West Wing of the White House, Charlie used that unique voice of his to speak for others. As Harlem rappers Eric B. and Rakim would say, Charlie was the invincible microphone fiend, a smooth operator operating correctly. Just to persuade voters, to build power, to deliver help to those in need, to call out injustice and economic unfairness and racial bias, to fight for the underdog. That even included me. Charlie endorsed me for the Senate. No one thought I could beat Al D'Amato when I was at about 8% in the polls, and precious few believed I could win. But Charlie and the wonderful Jim Capel, does everyone remember Jim? Went all in for me and played a massive role in turning things around and paving a path to victory. When Charlie endorsed me, he told me in typical fashion, "I'm with you till I'm not." But he was always with me, not only when I got to the Senate, but throughout our career. The Chuck and Charlie show was always moving forward. I'll never stop thanking Charlie for all of that. From the lofty platform he achieved via his talent and hard work, Charlie used that voice to make policy that reflected those biblical values he learned as an altar boy at St. Aloysius, to clothe and feed the poor by robustly funding SNAP. And we're fighting to keep SNAP. We're not going to let those sons of guns take it away from us. To house the needy. When everyone else on the Ways and Means Committee would ask for little goodies for themselves, the only thing Charlie ever asked for was increase the low-income housing tax credit, and millions of people are living in decent housing because of what Charlie did. To care for the sick with better access to health care, including passage of the Affordable Care Act. And together we fought to get equitable Medicaid for Puerto Rico, to visit the imprisoned and help them get back to the community when he passed the Second Chance Act. Or better yet, to pass laws that fund education and job training and create empowerment zones to make it less likely people go to prison in the first place. Yes, Charlie used that wonderful, amazing, sonorous voice for others. He used it in all too human a way as well, to make us laugh. As we know, Charlie was a funny guy, and he was master of the sharp-witted quip. Above all, he used his voice to care for those he loved, especially for his beloved Alma, who I adored, his children, Stephen and Alicia, the grandkids, Howard and Johnson and Charles. Now, as all of you may know, when Charlie was an assemblyman in the 60s, he and a small handful of others were the first members of the Black and Puerto Rican caucus. After a few years, after I became senator, Charlie came to Temple with me. As many of you know, my Temple was my Sunday morning press conferences. Anyway, following that event, Charlie said he was not relishing driving all the way up to Albany to go to the Black and Puerto Rican caucus dinner. So I said I insisted he fly with me instead. I think he thought this was a fancy or luxurious option. When he saw the little pickup truck with wings that I used to fly around the state where you couldn't even stand up in it, I could see on his face he was concerned. "I thought this was a big plane," he said. But off we flew and jostled and juggled and bumped along the way. I looked over, and I could see this decorated Korean War veteran was a little more than concerned. Charlie hated the turbulence, but he would never admit it. He was, of course, the Lion of Lenox Avenue, after all. But we got there, and over the years, we had many trips back and forth. And I will tell you, I absolutely relished my travels in that little plane with Charlie, just for the chance to spend an hour and a half of uninterrupted time with him, talking politics, making fun of each other. It was priceless. It was my small way of saying thank you to Charlie for being a mentor, for being a dear friend, for being one of the very first to believe in me, and for a lifetime of service to Harlem, to New York, to America, and to the globe. You see, that story is Charlie at his core. No matter how much experience no matter how much turbulence he experienced in his life, he would never wear it. He kept his head down, his eyes forward, his voice speaking out for those in need. He was brilliant, bold, funny, fearless, all at the same time. And Charlie believed in America, an America like one fellow Harlemite, the great Langston Hughes spoke of when he wrote, "Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great strong land of love, where never kings connive, nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above." My friends, we need to hold fast to that vision in the face of those who present a darker vision for our nation, who want to turn this democracy into a dictatorship and treat other human beings as badly as they do, as we saw yesterday with my dear friend and colleague Alex Padilla. We need to listen to hear Charlie's voice and carry on the spirit and purpose of his work to uplift others, because above all, Charlie took pride in the people he lifted up. Like so many of you, so many in this gathering, I am forever grateful to be one of them. So Charlie, my dear, dear Charlie, who I love so much, rest in peace. We love you, we miss you, and we will carry you with us always.